Watching Prince Harry and Meghan Markle simply grift everything they can out of any charity is absolutely mind-boggling. You know what this Invictus thing reminds me of? You know when somebody knows that the police is going to come and, when they break into a bank and they know that the police is going to come and they have to hurry up and get as much money as they can so they can get the hell out of there? That is exactly what Harry and Meghan Markle remind me of with this desperate cash grab for Invictus Games at the expense of the Birmingham city. It is absolutely incredible because Birmingham is dying. The city is absolutely bankrupt. They've sold off youth centers because they can't afford to upkeep them. The roads are a mess. The health system is horrible. Yet Harry and Meghan get the equivalent of $35 million and this is without counting the $30 million Invictus Canada got, because how they scam people is that they open Invictus branches on each city. So, for example, Invictus Dusseldorf has nothing to do with Invictus Canada. Invictus Canada will have nothing to do with Invictus Birmingham. So those are absolutely separate budgets. And Canada already gave Harry and Meghan $30 million. $30 million, and they're over budget. It's not enough. Let's get into this because finally, you know how I said at the beginning that the thieves try to steal everything before the police gets there? Well, I think that the police here in this case got there on time. So let's watch this video, guys, and thanks for always coming here. Well. Welcome. My name is Paula, and thanks for always tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Yes. You have to do all of that for this old lady. As the Sussex Squad likes to call me, they like to call me this old geezer, this old has-been. I didn't know I was somebody, because in order to call somebody a has-been, you have to have been somebody. And Meghan is not even a has-been because she's never been anybody. But there. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thanks for always joining me, beautiful people. But we're going to get into some serious stuff here right now, which is not going to be nice. Just for you to know, I'm just going to tell you what's going on in Birmingham, okay? According to the BBC, bankrupt Birmingham reveals 21% council tax rise. So people who are already struggling, people are absolutely struggling. The whole system in Birmingham is... They have no money, but they have to increase taxes by 21% to these already struggling citizens who are themselves having a hard time making ends meet because the employment rate is really high. Okay. And then it says here, Birmingham City Council has confirmed it will raise council tax by 21% over the next 2 years as part of the 300 million pound budget savings. The street lights are to be dim. They don't have enough money for electricity. Waste collections are to become less frequent, so the garbage is going to pile out on the streets, while burial cost will increase. Great. Up to 600 job losses are still likely, the local authorities said. And it's in a briefing on Monday, the council released details on how to intend to cut $150 million from its budget, 2024-2025. The same amount in 2025-2026. So basically, they're absolutely bankrupt to the point that they can't even afford to pick up the garbage. Okay, they have to lower the streetlights, which is going to increase the crime rate because, of course, criminals, unlike Harry and Meghan, like to operate in the dark. Unlike Harry and Meghan. Why do I say unlike Harry and Meghan? Because Harry and Meghan, they operate on broad daylight. They rob people on broad daylight. And God forbid you point that out. Okay? And also, the highways are going to be crap. So it's going to be dark with bad highways. Okay? And adult social care will be cut by 23.7 million pounds. Keep in mind, Harry, and I'm not saying Invictus, I am pointedly saying Harry is going to get 27 million pounds in his pocket. because Harry is the one managing all the funds, okay? In the next financial year, where the Children's, Youth, People and Families Department will be forced to find 51 million pounds in savings because they have no money at all. This is the elderly, the children, and young people who are struggling. Okay? The council hopes renegotiating children's travel contracts could also save 13 million a year. What do they mean by that? You know that kids in the United Kingdom, they go to school. Sometimes they take public transportation. Yeah, that's going. That's going, beautiful people. So, okay. In January, the council asked ministers for permission to raise council tax by 10% in each of the next 2 years. It was forced to issue a Section 114 notice last year, effectively declaring itself bankrupt after facing equal pay claims up to 760 million and 80 million overspent on an under fire IT system. So what do we have here? But that's okay. That's okay. Harry doesn't need to worry, because I know what you guys are going to say. It's the government that's putting the money, not Birmingham. But the money can help fund $27 million for an individual private foundation, whatever it's called, charitable, that has nothing to do with government. Keep in mind that Invictus Games is no longer associated with the military in the United Kingdom nor the monarchy. This is Prince Harry's private charitable organization. This is an individual. He's not, as far as we know, he's not associated to anything in the royal family. So why this is like Bill Gates. Just think of it like Bill Gates or even Victoria Beckham getting 27 million pounds for a charity thing. It's a government grant to a private individual, to a charity that's incredibly shady. Also, it is very important to be reminded, beautiful people, that the veterans, they had over 10,000 veterans walk out. The 27 million pounds, just like the $30 million in Canada, not one penny goes to the veterans who have to pay their own way. They have to pay their own stay. They have to buy their own food, everything. I don't know if they pay an entrance fee, because that would be even the worst part of it all. So most of this money goes to Harry, and Harry decides how it goes. And as we have seen in previous years, the expenses have risen by almost 150% since Meghan Markle came. And we also have two of the directors who were fired in Canada. And I have a whole video about that. Two of the most respected directors fired in Canada because they dare say that they were misusing the funds because they're already over budget. Let's not forget that Michael Bublé, got $1.5 million to sing that Harry song, You Did It Your Way, Harry. Yes, you did it your way, Harry. Yay, little boy. So the UK government can't afford to save one of their cities, but they can afford to pay 27 million pounds, the equivalent of almost $35 million, to a private individual as government grant for a charitable foundation, of which, by the way, their income tax or reports are shady as hell. And you know, like people are going to say, just like Harry when he accepted the Pat Tillman Award, they're going to say, no, he's not going to dare. He's going to think of the mom or Pat Tillman, right? Are we still doing that, guys? Because let's not forget of all the backlash. The people of Birmingham City have actually launched an official complaint. And they're saying, can we please fix our potholes first? Residents of bankrupt Birmingham fear Prince Harry's Invictus Games could inflict more financial misery with taxpayer cash used on sprucing up the city instead of improving public services. Yes, because on top of Harry getting $35 million, the city is going to spend money making it look nice for Prince Harry. And here is the thing of the video, that Harry and Meghan have taken it too far. And Charles, I'm sorry for all of you, because I know you hate it when I say that. But Charles' weakness to put an end to this, because Charles does have the power to put an end to this by removing all of their titles with a letters patent. Has he done anything? He allowed for them to be called the HRH in Nigeria. There were even 2 employees of the royal household. And no, I don't want to hear you writing there saying that, oh, it's because they want to keep an eye on them. They don't. Why would they need to keep I don't see them keeping an eye on Victoria Beckham or on Zara Tindall. They don't. Harry, if Meghan and Harry are no longer part of the royal family, they don't need to be kept an eye on. So this is why Prince Harry faces huge Invictus Games backlash as Birmingham locals make a complaint. Finally, they are launching a complaint because they don't want Harry there. And what is Harry? To add salt to injury, Harry went on ITV and said that he doesn't bring a D-list, unemployed mattress actress to the United Kingdom, nor this imaginary children, for security reasons, citing that the United Kingdom is unsafe for Rachel Meghan Markle, a D-list escort, unemployed, untalented mattress actress who thinks that couch casting is a sport. This is the woman that Harry thinks deserves to have presidential more than a security. This nobody, this absolute grifter. So he adds, because he wants security for Meghan and the 2 imaginary children for when they come to the UK. He already has it. All he has to do is give 28 days notice, because the press and the government have sold you a lie. Harry has security as long as he gives 28 days notice and he gives his itinerary. He has full security. So this whole shebang of him suing the government is just to make people feel or think that that he doesn't have security. We saw him when he came last time. They even shut down the entire perimeter of St. Paul's Cathedral when he went out there. And there were armed officers, and there were two police cars behind and in front of him, plus motorcycles driving him around London. And the press, bunch of hypocrites, did not want to show it. I showed you that little clip of Harry being driven around. And then just when he goes to the Invictus, where the Invictus headquarters in the United Kingdom, they just show you the car going in because the other cars are already past, the security cars. But you can still see the motorcycle of the policeman walking behind him, driving behind. So Harry and Meghan have full security as long as he gives 28 days notice and his agenda, so they can circle and make the perimeter or the place where they're going to be safe. They have full security if he gives 28 days notice and where he's going to be, so they can, as I said, and I'm repeating this because people don't seem to get it. So to me, that lawsuit is absolute meaningless and pointless. I don't know. It's just to make people feel good. But good for the Birmingham people, because now they're thinking of making a protest and taking it to the streets because they're hungry. Their unemployment rate is incredibly high. The streets are going to be dark. So the crime rate is going to increase. It's going to be harder for the police, because if the crime rate increases and you don't have and they're going to cut down, because they're cutting down police hours as well, because they don't have the budget to keep the streets fully policed. So what's going to happen with dark streets, bad roads, not very enough policemen? What do you think is going to happen? An already stressed city riddled with a lot of crime is going to get worse. But that's okay, guys. Harry has his 27 million pounds or $35 million. And if any of you think that Harry's going to do the right thing, why do you think he had that Johnny Mercer lunching with him last year in Dusseldorf or whatever it was? Why do you think he was sending him emails about his security thing, breaching the courts, sending confidential information that Johnny Mercer should have never had? But as Harry says, he's satisfied for the security he's going to get. So here we are again, and good on the Birmingham people, because it's about time they call these grifters. And it's about time that they put a stop to this. Let's hope that it works. But from experience, we know that doesn't happen, does it? But let's hope that enough people are going to say enough is enough. If you have $27 million to give, 27 million pounds, which is $35 million, to give to this idiot, a private, and I repeat myself, a private charity or a foundation, that is a government grant to a private charity. This is like a government grant giving money to the Bill Gates Foundation, or even the Earthshot Prize. Even Prince William, Earthshot Prize, he doesn't use government money. Prince William's charities don't use government money. Earthshot, this would be like the government giving Prince William's Earthshot Prize $35 million. Prince William hasn't used government money. He's used donations from private individuals. But what do you guys think? Please leave me your thoughts. Leave me your comments. And as usual, thanks for coming and have a great day, guys.